And we are live. Hello everybody and welcome to round 10 of the ALR... Ooh, what was that? Jesus Christ, my voice already going. Of round 10 of the ALR Tier 1 season. Starting in about 15 seconds. 10 seconds now. 1, 2, 3... 3 people not readied up. Whatever. Super sorry, I'm just trying to... Okay. Let's find, as we normally do, the interview lounge. Here we go. So, question 1 this week was the castle section. Love it or hate it? Scowsy999 says, would love it if I could drive faster than 2 miles an hour through it. Kenny says he thinks it's fine. He's consistent, just not fast there. Audio is not a fan. Polhui doesn't mind it. And Ishtar, it's alright. It's aight. Question number 2. Who will be on the podium this week? Skullsy? Me? Why not? Kenny? Same podium as Singapore. This is the same podium for both street circuits. Radiosis Tambi, Renko and Ladamala. Polhui, F nose. Ishtar, Ladamala, Hyped Disconnect, and Tambi. Question number 3. What do you think the pole time will be? Skullsy, probably half a second faster than what he'll do. Kenny, a low 38. RDO, a low 138.1 he says. Polhui, doesn't know. Polhui, Ladamala. Ishtar, something fast. 4. The title fight is looking like it's going to be close between Stan, Tambi and Ladamala. Who's your pick to win? Skullsy doesn't know he's new. Kenny, Ladamala. Audio, Tambi. Polhui, Ladamala. Ishtar, Stan. Question number 5. How many DNFs this week? Skullsy, 5. Kenny, 6. Audio, 3. Polhui says 6, 4 from a safety car restart. And Ishtar says 5. Okay. With the Nürburgring returning for the first time since 2013, who are you expecting to finish on the podium this week? Skullsy says Gasly, Sainz, Stroll. Kenny says Hamilton, Verstappen, Perez. Bold prediction. Audio says Hamilton, Verstappen, Ricardo. Polhui says Winkelhock, Scott Speed and Luizzi. Ishtar says Grosjean, and maybe Grosjean. Okay, nice serious answers from all of the boys there. But I don't know, maybe some of them are girls. I haven't really checked. I sounded dodgy, wait. Oh no. Anyway, Tambi being the first girl out on track, don't think I missed that one. Definitely looking to further extend his championship lead in this race, because he's being closed down a bit by Ladamala, who has only been going for he's only been going for a few races at this point, but he's already moved himself up into second in the championship and is closing down Tambi's total. So he's got to be on the watch out this week if he doesn't want it to be taken away from him. I'm just going to go check the comments now. Give me a second. That's tier 2, and that's tier 1. Kieran Skulls says let's go KP. Audio says well done Baku. I haven't really checked. What did I say that to? I've forgotten now. 4 wins in a row for Ladamala today. Maybe, RDO. The Ismail Jabba. I haven't really checked. Steady on, KB. As that is... oh dear. Renko in the wall. Good debut for the lad. Oh dear. What did I say? I've forgotten now. Oh, okay, I get you. As Tambi invalidates his first lap here. I haven't. Okay, yeah, I remember why I said that too now. I know you're hyped. It's the last name that gives it away. Unless you're just telling me that you're hyped for the race. But no, I get what you mean. It was Scholesy with the first lap of a 1:39.7. It's actually not the first lap. The first lap goes to his teammate Joe with 1:40.0. Whereas Sven the man get a 1:40.7. So that will put Scholesy on provisional pole with his 1:39.7 looking very nice at the moment at least. Where on the track is this? Who's going to be next question line? I think it's Rudy. He's invalidated. Town with a 1:40.1. Very nice, moves himself up into 3rd place as it currently stands. Let's see what tyres everyone's on. Oh, that'll explain it. That'll explain that one. As Vilho goes to start his lap and Kenny dives into the pits. How you said P1, that's how you say mine, kind of. Yeah, kind of, I guess. I know how to say it. I remember you explaining it in the chat. It was Skulls. As Wilt, with a 1:39.1, puts himself quite convincingly at the top of the table for the moment. Yeah, I know what you meant. Let's see who's going to be next to cross the line. It's going to be Scalzi, who's up into P2 now. The 39.4, still 2.5 tenths off of that time set by Wilt just a minute ago. As Sven dives into the pits, nearly hits the wall. That could have been quite bad. So, how are you doing today, Mr. Hyped Disconnect 11? Who's going to be next across the line? It's going to be Twanach. It's not going to be Twanach because Twanach is on an outlap. To be his teammates diving into the pits. Williams, RDO, is going to cross the line next. What's he going to do? It's going to be 5th place for him at 1:40.2, the slowest of the soft runners at the moment. Now, Vilho beats him to that one with a 1:40.8. Hype's Disconnect is catching on. I did read that. I thought it was quite funny, so I'm going to say it. Hopefully everyone else does. But if he doesn't disconnect now, it's going to be embarrassing because it's not going to have disconnected, is he? Ladamala's on a lap. This is interesting on the mediums. Let's watch this because he's the only one on the lap at the moment. Good, thanks. That's good to hear, but the fact that you replied to Hype Disconnect is quite concerning. Also, the fact that we have the same name as first name is concerning me a bit. Oh, nice. Did he do that on? Oh, he did as well, didn't he? He's just messed it up. Oh no, what has he done? Twanach! Don't be down the back. He's just messed it up. Oh no. No, Scalesy. Oh, how am I meant to say that name? I'm sorry, but... It's just not fair, making me say that name like that. As we come through to the final braking zone of this lap, not quite the final corner, there is 3 left to go, now only 2 left to go. Actually technically it's the little right bit on the, I doubt it. And now he's done all the corners for this track. So, oh, he's quite a way off the pace. He's going to pit, he hasn't opened his DRS. And yeah, definitely does pit. Into the pits we go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. Mr. Disconnect himself is on a lap as well. Let's see what he's able to do with the purple first sector. Scales, he's gone from dominating Tier 2 to sticking it in the front row of Tier 1. He's also gone to sticking it in the wall of Tier 1 as well. So there is also that. You do need to keep it out of the wall to do well in a race. I would be quite surprised if that time keeps him on the front row, to be honest. Technically he's still got a 100% win record. Yeah, true. Oh, and he's invalidated his lap by doing a Kimi Raikkonen. Wall is better than track. And that curb isn't quite as it is in real life, so he didn't skateboard over it, as I watched Twanac go P6 to 40.0. Tambi has the fastest TT. No one cares about TT. I'm sorry, but if you really think that just because their TT time's good, that means that they're like sick, it just means they're good at TT. Then Rudy, then man like KP, a bunch of other guys similar pace. I haven't done time trial on this track in months. I think I did it when the game launched and that was it. It's quite an old TT time. Yo, I think I should join F3. Or Tier 3 I guess, in this this league. I think that would suit me well. As Husam goes P4 with a 39.5, not quite enough to get ahead of Scales this time. I have noticed that Kenny did put a 138.9 in, but I've not commented on it purely because I forgot Kenny was in the McLaren. So I'm pretty sure he was in a different car last time I saw him. Who owes you a tray of Krispy Kreme's donuts? I ain't owing you a tray of Krispy Kreme's. I ain't giving you nothing. Who's on a lap? Tammy's on a lap. Let's watch that. He's interesting. I hope so. I hope he's interesting. He's the championship leader. But Ladamala's also on a lap. Who's actually ahead? Ladamala or Tambi? It's Tambi because Ladamala's currently coming up to the castle section. Was he in a McLaren last? I don't know. The orange next to his name looks weird for me. And I don't know why. what am I on about? Maybe I've seen his name somewhere else and I recognise it. Hold on. Hold on. Is Kenny in my other league? Hold on. No, I know where I've seen Kenny's name. As Tambi goes P3 with a 139.1. Very nice lap from him there as we take the short route to Ladamala, who that was nearly cut. As Boomer, very nice lap, 39.0. So not quite into the sub 39 times. Only Kenny's been able to do that so far, but I'm sure Ladamala has other plans for that one. Knowing him, he'll probably stick in a 132 and just leave it there, to be honest. Hold on, I've got to search Kenny's name now. I feel like I've seen him elsewhere. Hold on. This is bugging me now. Kenny. No? You can't find a Kenny. As Ladamala comes to finish his lap. 20% ERS left. He's gone purple, a 138.5. I wasn't far off saying a 132. Just to take note, right? Ladamala has just set a 138.5 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds left of the session. I'd just like to point out how in the interview lounge, where is it? There it is. Someone said, RDO said that he thinks the pole time will be a 138.1. Now, Ladamala is only 4 tenths off of that. Do we think he can improve his next lap by 4 tenths? I think he can, you know. And Kenny said a low 38, so yeah. I think he could do it. I think that pole time estimate could actually be spot on. Well, maybe not spot on. He was very specific with it. It was like a 138.124. Ladamala nearly bins it. So I'm not quite sure it's going to be exactly that. If it is, I don't even know what I'll do. I don't know. That would just be insane, wouldn't it? What was that? I know you can get away with it, but Ladamala, what's he done? Let's watch RD. No, let's not watch RDO. He's starting his lap. Rudy is somewhere on his hyped. Hyped you has not. Hyped is just started his lap, so we'll watch Rudy and then we'll watch RDO. Then we'll watch Hyped. Big old yellow flag following that Mercedes round as he goes. Disconnects. Watch this lap. Disconnects. I mean, I must be pitting. Don't know who you are, Andrea, but I'm sure you were pitting. Yeah, I knew Ladamala was going to pit, but didn't stop that little, you know, nearly into the wall moment to mean anything less. These guys are all cutting it. Stop cutting it. Don't like it. Yeah. So Rudy coming through the final couple of corners, he was half a second up in his lap of the last sector split. So let's see if he can improve that further. Maybe get himself into the top 5, 6 here. Across the line, he's 6th place with a 139.2. And now we're going to have a look at RDO, because he's coming to the end of his lap and he's invalidated, so I don't care. Ooh, a lot of traffic coming up for Hyped here. Is he going to be able to clear it quickly? Or maybe he could just use them as DRS when he gets to the straight. He's Is that Vilho? That is Vilho. Sorry, Vilho. That might be a penalty, mate. That was very stupid, and that will mean that Hyped will be starting 16th on the grid. Not quite last, because Renko did not finish, unless Hyped has enough ERS. He does have enough ERS. Does he have enough fuel for another lap, though? Let's find out. Kenny's on a flyer. And he's coming up on... not invalidated. Very interesting. Doesn't have time to go out again, RDO. Should have gone out at a different time then, shouldn't you? As Hyped with a 225.5. Still better than Polwee's time currently. Let's see what Kenny does as he crosses the line. With a 138.6. Not quite good enough to put himself on provisional pole. Yeah, I don't know why you go wide that corner though. It's slower. Kinda. It's slower from my experience. So you shouldn't. I know you can, and it won't invalidate you, but you shouldn't. If you get what I mean. Let's see, is Ladamala on a lap? He is on a lap. He's just started a lap. Let's see if anyone uses the qualifying glitch. Polwee with 138.4 puts himself a provisional pole. Meaning that Hyped is back down to 16th. Very good. That's why you're allowed low. Yeah, I guess that's true. Let's see, what's Ladamala's split time as he comes to the end of the first sector? He's up by half a tenth. That'll bring him into the 38.3s. Can he find another 2/10 in this lap to match Ardio's predicted pole time? Actually, Hyped is further up the track. Let's watch Hyped, because this man has not had a very good day. He was feeling confident, and then he got blocked, and he invalidated his first lap. So now he's had to do this lap on a second lap on the same set of softs. Crossed the line. P3, 38.5. Very nice lap from him. Now let's look at Ladamala, because Ladamala is where we're looking. He's 2/10 up on his lap coming through the second sector split. Is he going to be able to gain much time through these last little corners? I'm not sure if he will. Maybe enough time though. Maybe enough time. I don't think so. I think Ardio's pole time this week is Ardio's predicted pole time this week is going to be a bit too high, as Ladamala finds 3/10 through what? Through a sequence of literally two fast corners, and he's found 3/10, setting a 1:38.0, even faster than Ardio's predicted pole time. What is going on? As Ladamala has pretty much secured pole because Polqui's invalidated his lap, and Joe is the only one still running a lap. He is coming to the end of his lap. He's got a bit of slipstream, bit of traffic. That's quite an aggressive way to pull out. That's going to lose him time on the straight. DRS is open. Let's see what it is when he crosses the line. Doesn't improve. Oh, he's quite a long way down. Okay. Outqualified by your teammate there, Hyped. Only just though. Quite close. Unlucky. Your starts are insane. You said that in Singapore as well, and then you got moaned at by other people for your overtaking in Singapore. So here we are with the starting grid. Ladamala has got pole again. With a 1:38.0, 4/10 ahead of P2, Polqui with a 1:38.4. Third is Wilt, fourth Hyped, Kenny comes fifth, Hugh sixth, Tamby seventh, Boomer eighth, Rudy the rookie ninth. Rookie, I think he's new for this race, I haven't seen his name before. 10th Twanach, 11th Skulzy, also his first race in this division, the most dominant F2 driver I think ever. Joe 12th, Swen 13th, RDO 14th, Town 15th, Vilho 16th, and Renko last with no time set because he crashed on his outlet. I shouldn't say he, I don't know. I'm not going to make the same mistake I said earlier and say that I haven't checked. Well done, Baku. I said that in the chat because my other league also has Baku this week. So I said well done Baku twice today. Jesus Christ. Anyway, well done Baku. Daniel Ricciardo would be proud. Have I got to say it every time someone retires? I think that would be quite funny. I don't know, maybe that'll get a bit annoying by the end. Depends how many people retire, I guess. I'll say if there's a safety car. That way it won't be as annoying. 4 times now. Every time there's a safety car, I'll say the WDB phrase. T1 P1. I'm not sure about that one from 4th. That's a bit ambitious, especially with this turn one. No, you'll have to drink a shot every time I say it. Well done, Baku. You've made this man play a drinking game. How's that one? And now we wait for the long-awaited formation lap. Cannot beat a formation lap, can you, lads? Gotta love ye old formation lap. Let's have a look what tyres everyone's on. Interesting, top 10 obviously all on softs, but there's a mix of mediums and hards down the grid. Joe and Renko gone for the hards, whereas Skolzy, Swen, Sven, oh no, I think it's Sven, right? RDO and Vilho have gone for the mediums. Town also on the hards I didn't see before. Why would you fit the hards? I'm sure the tyre strategy is about to tell me. I'm surprised it hasn't made an appearance yet. So usually this track is a soft medium. It's usually quite an easy soft medium. Because a 26 lap race, softs do about 9 laps, mediums do about 20. So, you know, sorry, mediums do about 16, 17. So you can do soft medium to the end. But if you last time I did a race here, took the mediums to lap 20 and then pitted for some softs, mainly just because I felt like it. It worked out quite well. It might actually be the first and only time the pole time's faster than the predicted one. You're going to say that, and now RDO is going to start predicting slower pole times. So, yeah. I'm sure whatever's going to happen. Your tyres are already 20%, that's because you did 2 laps on them in qualifying. You might have to do an early undercut and then manage your mediums a bit longer. Don't worry, I took mine 20 laps, it's possible. 2:35.4 around Monza. Yeah, I think that's a good prediction. I think you could be quite close there for the pole time. You know, very long track Monza, quite low speed. And so we finally come into the end of the most amazing formation lap you've ever witnessed. Oh no, your tyres are corpsing. Okay then. As we make the very rapid sprint down to the start-finish line, as you do on the formation lap. Very exciting. Is anyone going to gate any positions up off the start, I wonder? Hyped Skulls reckons he... Hyped Skulls? Well, I don't know why I keep saying that. It's because it looks German. Maybe I'm just racist. Probs within 2 minutes or so. Am I alright? Monza high downforce track, obviously. So, as we wait for the grid to form, I'm going to get rid of that. And let's not have that. No, let's not have that view. As the red lights start to come on, we have 3, 4, 5 red lights as the sound stops playing, and they're out, and away we go. Good start there from Pole, apparently, as Wilt is looking all over the back of him. Wilt has dropped a position to his teammate already, and Hyped looked to go around the outside of Pole. He ran out of room a bit on the outside. Wilt is now coming back at his teammate. Down the inside goes Hyped, and he's up into the P3. Bloody Toto on Pole though. And we have a broken leaderboard, believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen. It is broken already, and we've been going for about 30 seconds. It says it's lap 2, it's not, it is still the opening lap. And Ladamala is leading, not Vilho, after Vilho started way down the order in P13. Sorry, P15. So, yeah. Just thought I'd let you know as it sorts itself out. Okay. So, Ladamala. Pretty much what we'd expect from him, as the think Hype just hit a wall. Does he have damage? Wrong side of his front wing, game. I want to see the other side. He doesn't. Good for him. So I'm pretty sure he'll be fuming right now if he already had damage. Very clean turn 1 actually, no retirements as of yet. However, Town has dropped down to last. I don't know if there was maybe issues for him. Renko is quite a way off the back of the next car, Vilho as well. So maybe some issues for those two drivers on the start there. And we finally get to see the predicted stop. What do you mean soft hards? That's such a lie. Honestly. Soft mediums. Why do I even bother with this game? Honestly. You don't want to be running soft hards. As Wilt now trying to get back past his Renault teammate at the end of lap 1 here. Oh dear! Oh no! Oh no! He's lost it and he's hit a wall and he's last is what he is. He's not last, I think Renko's the Towner behind him. Yeah, because they're in the pits. But a lot of ghosted cars, and Hyped is down into what is actually P15. Don't let the leaderboard lie to you. And it's exactly because he was weaving like that he's found himself down there. Tambi is probably... What is the leaderboard doing, man? Sort yourself out! Okay. Thank you. It's hyped. He's now right on the back of Vilho. With that damaged front wing, I don't think he's going to be trying any moves soon. But I'll tell you what is going on. Hugh Sam's right on the back of Tambi. Very interesting. I think that Delta's lying, personally. I don't believe it. It's also not moving at all. Why is the leaderboard broken? If I just do that, right, then bring it back. No, it's still broken. For God's sake. Azerbaijan has retired from the session, emulating what they did in quali, but at a different point of the track. Coming out of the castle section, they've spun, and there is a safety car. As Vilho and Sven also retire. Wait, I've got to see this. They've collided at the last corners. Well done, Baku. 3 retirements in the space of 0 seconds. It probably was a bit longer than that. I just didn't notice. Yeah, they've just gone side by side and collided through the last... And of course he disappears right as town comes up to where they died. Yeah, they probably just tried to go side by side and killed each other. But what this does do is it allows all these guys to pit onto hards, which will probably go to the end, let's be honest. If you don't take the hards to the end, you have got to be questioning what you're doing. So, yes, well done, Baku. We appreciate it. And we have 14 runners left in this race. Oh dear. Lap 3, is it? It was lap 2 it happened on. Was like, lap 2 just like cursed or something? Like the leaderboard thought it was lap 2 on lap 1, then lap 1 was clean, and then it was actually lap 2 and we had crashes. And Kenny gets a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Boomer. That's always fun, under the safety car, we do love that. And Joe, for 5 seconds for ignoring yellow flags. Does that mean he was speeding? Does that mean he was ignoring that Delta? Or did he overtake someone? Did he overtake RDO? I don't know. He's like so far away from anyone that I don't know what he's done to ignore yellow flags. But he's done it somehow. Look at your boy Joe out here, working all the miracles. And he's even got a changing colour helmet as he comes past the camera. It renders in as it comes closer. Oh dear, F1 2020. What are you doing? I guess the better question is what are Codemasters doing? Because they haven't made a good game, have they? As Ladamala, Polby and Wilt are now all in the pits. Interestingly, Skelty has stayed out to take the lead of this race. He's obviously expecting some more safety cars further down the line so they can get rid of those mediums and get on with it. Has he already pitted? He started on softs, didn't he? So I think he's... No, he hasn't stopped. How did he start on mediums? He started in the top 10, didn't he? Just to make things more confusing, RDO also hasn't stopped. These two are the only two not to stop, so the only two really out of position. So Ladamala is still your net leader in this race, because of course Scully has to pit. Gasly wins. Okay. Interesting. That was the 69th comment of this stream. Safety cars, don't we love them? Yeah, it's a decent mix. Some people have gone for the hard, some people have gone for the medium. So some people... I think they could maybe take the mediums to the end, but they would be quite slow at the end. I think the hards for this early on in the race is probably a slightly better choice. However, they will suffer to begin with. It will all come back to them at the end of the race when they're not getting punctures and stuff. I guess any more safety cars though will help these medium tyres go to the end. So watch out for that one. Of course, our two drivers who haven't pitted, Scully and RDO, are up the most positions, 10 and 9 respectively, and according to that, Scully started 11th, so the more you know. Did he have a penalty or something? I don't think he was that far down when I checked. Whatever. He started 11th, so he started on the mediums. It makes sense to me now. The game is pretty broken. Of course, Ladamella, Polwy and Wilt, starting first, second and third, are all down one position because Scully hasn't pitted yet. RDO up 9. Tamby, who has pitted, is up one position, so he's the first person to have pitted and gained position so far in this race. Hugh Sam is down one position. Guess who overtook who? Rudy up one position. Twanach up one position. Hyped. He's down 6 positions. And he's made a stop not under the safety car in this race because he drove into a wall. That's probably a bit harsh. He lost the back end in a straight trying to make an overtaking move and hit the wall, which broke his front wing. Town has stayed in the same position, typical to Town form. He does this a lot. Town's up 4 positions. Not so typical of Town form, without being rude. Joe, who started P12, is currently P12. Unchanged position. Yeah, I worked that one out now. So Joe very rarely makes qualifying, but he did today, and he probably wishes he didn't, because P12 and P14 right now probably don't make that much difference. He'd probably be P12 anyway, looking how far back Boomer and Kenny are. Gonna be honest, Boomer down 5 positions, P13, Kenny down 9, P14. Yeah, I worked it out a minute ago. Safety car's still going, and I did try my best to take my time with that one. Safety car's in this lap. Guess I'm just that good at timing stuff. Do you know what would be really interesting to look at? That. Everyone has 100% ERS, or you'd hope so at least. But now we can just make sure. As Ladamella nearly drives into the back of Scully there. Jesus Christ. When's he going to go? I'm assuming he'll go quite late. A, to allow the safety car to get into the pit lane. And B, so that he just doesn't get slipstreamed all the way down the straight as Ladamella leaves the session. We've had a bit of hyped disconnect moment for Mr. Ladamella here. How the turntables turn. Now, if this puts him behind hyped by the time he's reconnected, that will be quite ironic. It would be very funny too. But maybe this is Codemasters, the gods of Codemasters racing, sending us a little bit of hope that he won't win every race this season. Since he's joined, obviously he didn't win the ones that he wasn't in. Wouldn't put it past him though to try it. Oh, it's hyped round the outside of Twanach, round at turn 4, turn 3. Very nice move. As he makes his way back up through the field on his recovery drive. When is this man not doing a recovery drive? I don't think I've ever seen him not be on a recovery drive, to be honest. As Ladamella has joined back, as Hyped runs into the back of Rudy there. Ladamella currently P4, his AI has done bits for him in not losing too many positions. Quite surprised Wilt hasn't just driven through him at this point, but Ladamella is back and only in 4th, so he's only lost 2 positions to the disconnect. Will it be enough to take away his win though? Only if Polwy can disappear up the road, really. As Wilt is now driving through Ladamella, and Ladamella's down to 5th, and Tamby takes advantage of this situation and moves himself up into 5th. Ladamala down to 6th. Hugh Sam, his teammate, is now looking to go inside of him as Rudy also makes it through. Confusing camera angles are confusing. Ladamala now right next to Mr. Hyped Skulls. This is interesting. Oh, he's left again. He's left again. Frame rate glitch maybe. I'd assume that's what it is. But this will definitely mean now that he's dropped down to 9th behind Hyped Disconnect. Now down into 10th behind Twanach. Who would have thought that we'd have heard Ladamala being overtaken by Twanach at this point in the season? As Town absolutely abuses the disconnected Alfa Romeo there, and Joe follows him through. So Ladamala now down into P12. He's about to be last. Oh no, it's happening. He was very unfortunate here. I'm going to stand up for a second because I've got pins and needles, so I won't be able to use my PlayStation controller to control my awareness of the situation. Let's see what's going on. Joe is right behind Town. That looks interesting. It looks even more interesting now that I've seen a car run wide. It wasn't either of these two cars though, so yeah. Joe in his Mercedes looks quite out of place, stuck behind the Haas. If you want more Mercedes being stuck behind Haas's, come watch me race on my channel, but that's not a self-plug, you didn't hear that. So, is Joe's, wait, on board camera. Is he trying to, I thought he may try to make like the Gucci colours with his helmet. I was about to be quite concerned as DRS is enabled. I can't send an invite to Ladamala without missing something. If it calms down, I'll send him one. Who sent him one last time for him to join back? This Town is now behind Joe, as Joe has now found himself as the filling in a sandwich made up of Haas bread. As Wilt is past RDO, no surprise there. RDO's tyres are probably really old at this point. I say they're 8 laps, that's not that old, but it's about 5 laps older than Wilt's are, so whatever. If nothing else occurs here, let's send an old invite. What is Ladamala's gamer tag? Except from it being Ladder and Mala. Probably that one. Boomer's one of his mutual friends, so hopefully that one. Well, that crash was something else, lol. I missed it. Gonna be honest, I missed it. Ladamala has joined. As Polhui drops down to 6th, and 7th, and 8th. He has damage. See what? I go to invite Ladamala and it all kicks off. And 9th, and 10th, and 11th, and 12th. And is it going to be? It is going to be. He lets him through. Ladamala, who is still not solidified yet, may even overtake a solidified Polhui. He'll drop it in the Discord. Tambi up past RDO. Not surprised, also not surprised to see RDO nearly losing it on the exit there. He did look like he was travelling quite fast through the outside line of a corner, but he shouldn't be travelling that fast anyway. He caught it, he's safe, good for him. Now, is RDO going to lose any more positions this lap? Maybe, maybe not. Probably, looking at that one, he's struggling for a bit of traction, and Hugh Sam goes round his outside into turn 6. Is it 6? No, it's 5. That's 6. As he's been double teamed into 6 by Rudy and Skulls, as Skulls squeezing Rudy all over the place. That is quite aggressive driving, and Joe's now looking for a way through, but he's not going to find it at the castle section, I don't think. Damage for Joe. I saw that one coming. Yeah, Tambi has a good opportunity to gain points here today, as Ladamala has had his issues with connection, and Joe caught cat in the corners. Stan actually isn't even here, so that's quite interesting. How this championship will look after this. I do realise I didn't read out the championship order before. Tier 2, 3 safety cars in 8 laps. Well, in ER, I can't say that. That's disrespectful to this league. I can't plug another league while I'm here. As we have 3 wide in the background. Kenny and both Hasses 4 wide as Boomer's trying to make his way through. What is going on? Is that both Hasses been at the same? Oh, it's Tam's out. Tam hits that wall. He hit that wall with a bit of force, didn't he? And Twanach retires. Why did Twanach retire? That's a second safety car for this race. Links on Discord when I'm free. Well, there's a safety car, so I'm free now. What the hell was that? Jesus Christ. That's just... He just hit it. He didn't even try and stop for it. I don't... Let's have a look at Vilho and Sven's accident. So Sven loses it, hits the wall, comes right back across Vilho and takes both of them out of the race. Very unlucky to... Ladamala has a drive through for speeding under the safety car. I look up and I see that. If this man gets his 4th win in a row, I will lose it. I will literally, I would just not know what to do with myself. He's got a drive through. If this isn't some Lewis Hamilton at Austria or Russia stuff going on here, I don't know what is. This is just, it's just a bad day. And who would have thought it would come at Baku? Well, Baku, but it's so strange. Baku's normally on the track, so if you're fast you can get away from all that kind of stuff, but clearly not for him today. As Skulls and Wilt take this opportunity to pit, Skulls and RDO follow them in, so I'm assuming they'll all go onto mediums. I hope they will go into mediums for their safety, and I will stop concerning about their mental states if they put mediums on. But who knows, they could pick anything at this point. Let's see what tier 2's up to. If it loads. Tambi, provisional leader of this race, but he is on hards. You have got to remember this. Husam behind him also on hards. So is Boomer behind him. Does Skulls really put on hards? Oh, he has to change compounds though, doesn't he? That's quite unfortunate. I don't know, I think it might have been better off going for softs and trying to stretch those 15. No, that's stupid. Don't do that. Maybe. If you're good on your tyres, you could probably get away with like 70-80% at the end of the race. Probably not worth it, but hards it is for Skullsy and Wilt as well. Kenny is the first runner on medium, so Kenny is the person who's going to try and gain big time out of the safety car. Also would like to note, tier 2 currently is still under the safety car condition, so both tiers really right now are under safety car, not much going on. You know, we love ALR. ALR. You've all been looking at the position change enough. We can get rid of that. And if you weren't looking and you want it now, that's quite unfortunate. Here it is, and here it's gone. So, well, there's no point in looking who's off the leader because, you know, they were bunched up in the safety car. However, currently, Polhui has the fastest lap with a 1:43.3. That's the fastest lap by literally the tiniest margin I think I've ever seen. Like 5 thousandths to Ladamala's fastest lap, which is crazy. Safety car will help Ladamala get back into this race though. I'm sure he'll be grateful for that. As Polhui, the only person yet to catch up to the train, so hopefully we can go racing next lap. Hopefully. Town leaves the session as he's into the pits again to change his front wing. Lad's got a drive through. Who are we talking about? Gonna be honest, who are we talking about? Adam Maller's going to be struggling to serve this drive through, isn't he? He's going to have to serve it as soon as the safety car goes in, otherwise he'll get disqualified, I think. How many laps has he served it yet? Ladamala. Oh, yeah, of course. Has Ladamala served it yet, or does he have to serve it like as soon as the safety car goes? Because you only get 3 laps to serve it before you get disqualified, I know that. Hopefully he doesn't get disqualified, that'd be quite bad. Up to 3 laps after safety car. Yeah, but he got it. Did he get it this safety car? As hyped. He's probably going to take a penalty for that. Either he's going to take a penalty for that, or the safety car glitch has happened. Let's see if he gets a penalty any second now. Mate, you're ill. That's not even an excuse. I'll put into the chat why that's not an excuse. Where's my video? I was ill last weekend for safety car in this lap, by the way. I was ill last weekend for a race at Zandvoort. Now I hate Zandvoort, but didn't stop me from getting P4. Let's find my. I'm just going to cheeky plug and down in the description there. Share YouTube as we go racing once again. Bad camera angle for Tambi. He's gone quite early. It doesn't really matter so much because there's quite a big gap between the timing line. There's quite a small run from the timing line down into turn 1, so he should be able to keep his position as he does. No mistakes from him through there. Everyone's looking like they've got through turn 1 cleanly yet again. Very proud of them. As Kenny looking for a move on Wilt, and he does get it done down the inside of. Is he going to be able to keep it down the straight as Scusi looking for a move on Boomer? He completes it way before the braking zone. Very nice from him as Kenny moves back behind the Renault of Wilt down the straight. Ladamala making positions up already past RDO, and RDO's tagged Rudy, and they both survived, I think. I don't think Rudy got damaged. I don't think he hit the wall there. No, they both survived that one. Very lucky there from those two. I thought that was going to be disaster as he sends it up the inside of RDO. Very aggressive move. I'm not sure it's going to work. Please don't do this, lads. He thinks better of making the move into the castle section. Well done. So, Ladamala back up past Wilt, moving himself into 6th place already in this race, and Hyped is looking to follow him through, does not quite. He does get the move done. He's ahead of his teammate Wilt easily, and he's all over the back of Ladamala right now. Let me read comments. I was too busy looking elsewhere. Will has broken wing. That is quite unfortunate. He does. He has a very broken wing. I wonder where he picked that one up from. Dark Mini is causing all these disconnections. Funny. And there he is into the pits. He will not be enjoying that. As Adam Malaga there will get past Kenny. Is Kenny going to lose another position to Hyped? He is. These two seem to be, maybe unintentionally, working together at the moment to get through the order together. Polhui giving himself a bit of encouragement down there. Very nice to see. I don't think that move was on, I'm going to be honest, Hyped. But he just had a little look and he's tucked back in behind for the corner, so that is okay. 5th and 6th these two right now after the pretty poor races that have happened so far for them. This is the most interesting action on track at the moment, as Ladamala is right up behind Boomer, the closest two cars on track at the moment. It's very wide from him, but he gets a better exit because of it, or at least I'm assuming so. You'd hope he would, looking at that line. But let's have a look. Another comment. I can't quite see it yet. AI Polby might actually get 10th. He might. That'd be good. Polby, do you want another invite? As Ladamala now right on the back of Boomer as we come onto the straight. He might even overtake him before the DRS even comes. He's alongside already, but he's got to watch out behind for height. Of course we don't have DRS, so that was a stupid thing to say. We now have DRS. He pulls into the pits. Why is he coming into the pits? It might just be to get rid of those hard tyres. But that has allowed Hype to get himself up into 4th. Why has... Oh, drive-through. He's serving his drive-through. Oh no, Ladamala. Tambi is still not breaking the DRS to the cars behind him though. So this should cause a bit of a train at the front. Maybe even Husam can get himself into the lead of this race. Yeah, I realised too late that it was a drive-through and looked a bit silly. So Tambi under pressure here from Husam and Skolzy. Hyped is also closing up to this battle right now. Easy win. It's not an easy win. Baku is never easy anything. And Kenny corner cuts, gets a penalty and has to give the position back that he gained from the corner cut. So that is not the best single corner for that man ever, really, is it? But Kenny still keeping to the back of Rudy, so all is not lost. We do of course have DRS coming onto the next straight. Let's see what he's able to do. Coming through the final little bends now. The DRS zone is there. He's going to open up that flap, but he's under pressure a bit from the car behind. Is Kenny, because Rudy's still behind him. He's unable to get past Boomer this time around. Rudy's unable to get past Kenny. Of course, there is another DRS zone right up next. This corner is crucial to keeping ahead. Little cheeky 90-degree corner, you know. Very important you get a good run through there, because if you don't, you're pretty much just sitting duck on this straight. But it looks like no one's going to make a move this time around, so they're all safe. Okay. And let's just have a little look. Is Rudy going to make a move? He's not. He thought about it though. Definitely had a look. A little bit of overtake out of that corner for Kenny, just to get a better exit. Not lose too much time to the car ahead. Definitely could cut that a bit more, but whatever. It didn't really lose him a whole bunch of time, did it? As sticking very close to the back of that Alpha Tauri right now. You've just got to feel that those softer compounder tyres are giving him a lot more grip through that middle sector, which is allowing him to keep this close. Look at him, he's basically pushing him through there, Jesus. And that allows Rudy to have a chance, because he's been held up a bit by Boomer. Pushed wide by Rudy. Kenny's going to keep it side by side. He's now behind Rudy coming onto the straight. That's not what he wanted to see. He wanted to be looking to make the move on Boomer, and instead he's got to get back past Rudy on this straight. No, he wants it, and of course he's under pressure from Joe now. So, not what he was looking for at all. As now Rudy's looking to make the move on Boomer. Is Joe going to have a look on Kenny? No, he's not, and Boomer's been pushed very wide by Rudy there. But the move is completed by the Red Bull. No, it's not. He broke early, and that's allowed Boomer to go round the outside, and now Kenny's back alongside with Rudy. He's ahead, but he's got to go around the outside of turn 3. Now that is quite difficult. He's fully ahead, so he does not have to go around the outside of turn 3. Is Kenny going to try the move somewhere a little less conventional to try and protect himself from that Red Bull behind him? Another little look there from Rudy. He's definitely wanting the move to come ASAP. And a very good angle, covered by trees there. We get to see exactly what's going on as they come in to cut that corner. As Husam has tried an overtake on Tambi, I think. It didn't work. I doubt he tried an overtake on Tambi. That's not the kind of place you try and make an overtake. So, yeah. Now let's just see. Coming down into sticks with a lock up there from Tambi. Is he struggling a little bit maybe? Of course, Hyped. What tyres is Hyped on? Medium. So Hyped is currently the first driver on track on that medium compound tyre, and they will be going to the end for him. So he has a lot more pace than these guys at the moment, and he's going to really maintain that extra pace for most of this race. So he can take his time, but I'm not sure if that's really in Hyped's nature, to be honest, as Scully has some nice DRS ahead, and Hugh is making the move on Tambi for the lead, and Hyped gets past Scully for P3, moving himself onto the podium as Tambi goes defensive there from Hyped, knowing that Hyped is definitely on the more aggressive side of things. Very aggressive defending, covering all the way to the left here from Husam, wanting to protect that lead. And nothing changes by the end of that straight. So they will sit in single file for another half a lap before they get back to the main straight. Don't we love it? Well done, Baku. Hashtag racecraft of Verstappen. Verstappen's racecraft has been good the last year or so, though. I rate Verstappen. As Joe gets past Kenny, Kenny not enjoying his time, falling back through the order as it stands. Sorry for my cough, I'm still a little bit ill. Hyped, looking like he's all over the back of Tambi here. The gap is less than a tenth before they've even reached the DRS zone. If he doesn't make this move, you're going to be surprised, as Tambi is only just clinging onto the DRS of Husam. In fact, he's not. He does not have DRS on Husam ahead. Unfortunately for the Ferrari driver, he defends to the inside, but that's not going to be enough to stop Hyped from going around the outside. As he does go off the track, this opens up a gap for Tambi to dive back down the inside for turn 2. He's gone a bit too deep. He's just got it slowed down before he hit the wall, but that is going to cost him second place and maybe even third, as now Scully is having a look, maybe looking for the double overtake. He's not gone for it as Tambi's looking around the outside of Hyped. He's made it round the outside of Hyped. He's been given the inside for the next corner, and he's put him in the wall, and Tambi has damage. Hyped doesn't have damage, but Tambi does. Oh no. That is not what our championship leader wanted from that. I don't know, was Hyped just too aggressive there? This has allowed Scully to get back through on both of them. It was kind of silly driving from the pair of them there. I wonder who's going to be blamed for that one later on. But Tambi hasn't lost too much time at the moment. He has got 7 and a bit laps left in this race. Is he going to stay out with the damage, or is he going to put on some softs and try and blitz it to the end? He can still maybe come out just behind Ladamala. No, that's too close. He'll come out maybe ahead of Polkey. If he can catch Ladamala, that would be a miracle. He's lost an end plate on the left side. I don't know if that's bad enough for him to pit. I don't think he thinks so. He's going to continue on. Probably the right idea at this point in the race. Very unlucky. That's what aggressive driving ends in, right? Happens all the time. Especially to me. Let's go back to the battle for the lead. Scholesy is caught back up to Husam and Hyped is right at his tail. Obviously, we're currently at the point in the lap where not much is going on, so don't expect a move here. Unless someone's very brave, lock up from Scholesy and he hits the back of Husam and don't go for that move as Tambi loses a position to Rudy and now gets it back somehow into the castle section. How's he done that? That is quite impressive with no front wing. I said he does have most of his front wing, but he's missing enough of it for that to be impressive. You're here to see if AI Polhui scores points. Well, right now, he's just been overtaken by 2 cars, dropping him into P12. It would take a couple of retirements to cause that to happen. You think Hyped is going to win? If he doesn't disconnect again, that is. Look, he's basically pushing that Mercedes down the straight. But he hasn't got the ERS mode left to do anything about it. He's going to try the double overtake down the inside on Husam and Scholesy. He's made it stick, and Scholesy, as a result, has not managed to get past Husam. Scholes up, Hyped Scholes up into the lead of this race with a single move down at turn 1. Double overtake. Very nice from him. But DRS for Husam coming back. He's going to try the outside. Doesn't quite have enough speed on the Renault to make it happen though. As Boomer's dropped a couple of positions, he's into the pits. He's gone for soft. He's going for fastest lap of this race. And he's allowed AI Polhui back through. Let's keep a close eye on this battle, because it's still very close. Actually, let's keep an eye on this battle. And this be not so interesting in this battle anymore, as we've gone past the overtaking spot. Scholesy is right up behind Husam. Husam losing time so much to Hyped. In fact, he's out of DRS range already. So it's not looking good for Husam. He may still be able to cling onto a podium if Rudy isn't catching him by enough. But I think P2 may even be out of the question at this point. He's got nothing to defend with against Scholesy. But Scholesy, of course, is still on hard tyres, just like Husam. So maybe the slipstream DRS is the only thing keeping him this close. Nice, Andrea. No one say well done to the winner in Discord. Just congratulate AI Polhui. Very nice, as Scholesy is still not past. Hello, Tambi. What are you up to? He's spinning ladder manner is what he's doing. I think that's Tambi's fault. Just saying. Tambi, that's not what I wanted to see when I switched to you. To be fair to him, he's still less than 3 seconds behind Rudy. If Rudy has some time penalties, he's gonna snatch P4 up anyway. Jesus. So it can get worse for him today. He can retire and score no points. But I'm going to touch wood and not jinx that. Stewards are going to be busy. Probably. I wouldn't know. Tambi, how is this man hanging on to 5th? How has he done it? Joe, though, he's in a very good position. He's not usually very lucky, but today he's made qualifying, which is some pretty good luck in itself, and He's even running in P6 at the moment, looking to make that P5 by getting past the Ferrari of Tambi, the championship leader. Scholes needs to retire in honour of AI Polwy. I'm not sure if he does, and I'm not sure if he'll agree with that one. After all the bad luck he's had this season, Joe is now down the inside of Tambi. Is Tambi going to brake late? He's not. Joe just hit a wall. He's got no damage though. I thought Tambi was going to get the position back. As Wilt now pits, probably going for the fastest lap. Tambi, is he going to send it? He's not. I think Tambi can say goodbye as Ladamala makes a big move on RDO. RDO hits the wall. But it doesn't look like he's got damage, luckily for him, as Ladamala is locking up everywhere. Those tyre temperatures still really high after that half spin. So, he's done well to get himself back up to 7th. He's back behind Tambi. Now, is he going to be more cautious this time? I wonder. You'd probably think so, but wouldn't put it past these guys, to be honest, to just take each other out. Kenny with the 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings, just to compound the issue that he's been having today. At least he's not going to drop out the points because of it. Touch wood. Okay. So Hustam on the back of Skolzy. Let's see what he's able to do. Is he able to make the overtake with DRS this time? He's been ahead for most of this race. Last lap he got overtaken. And this lap, he's taking it back. Very nice driving here from Husam. Able to keep himself in contention for that P2 on those hard tyres at this point in the race. And Tambi, Ladamala's got damage. No, that was Alfa Romeo front wing, right? That just flicked past my screen. So Ladamala's got damage. Yeah, Ladamala does have damage. So now these two are fighting on equal terms, both with the same bit of damage. Was it Tambi's fault he got the damage though? That's now the question you've got to ask. Still looking up Ladamala here. As Polwy, unfortunately his AI driver has dropped back down to last. He will be absolutely horrified by this news. Well, I reckon Tambi might be able to stick to the back of Ladamala now. It would be insane to think that Ladamala is going to gain points on the championship leader after this this race that he's been having. He's disconnected, had a drive-through, and he's been spun twice. So, very good stuff from him as Tambi now loses the position to RDO. And the league owner will be absolutely ecstatic with that one, passing the championship leader. As the championship leader gets back past. And he won't be so thrilled anymore. All three of these guys, Ladamala, Tambi and RDO all have the exact same bit of damage. Except RDO has it on the other side of the wing, which is... I don't even know if that's worse. I don't know which side of the wing it's worse to get it on. As Boomer passes Kenny for P9. So Kenny is now scoring the last points position, but he does have DRS down this straight. As RDO is now past Tambi. And Tambi is looking for a way back. And doesn't get it. So let's now have a look at Kenny, who's unable to make the pass. Boring. As we move on to the penultimate lap of this race. Is Hyped going to disconnect? That is the real question. You lose about 3 seconds a lap through disconnections. Maybe more depending what track it is. So a disconnect could very much spoil his day. If it happens now, but hopefully he's not that unlucky this time. Yeah, you've got RDO fighting Tambi and Ladamala in this race. That is unheard of. It is honestly great news for the league owner that he's able to keep up to this standard and this level and race with the fastest guys in his league. I am also surprised that Hype Disconnect hasn't made an appearance. Wilt with a 3-second time penalty and Ladamala with a mistake dropping him back down to 8th. Yellow flags for that one. He now has actually no front wing. He just doesn't have, it just doesn't exist. Now, is he going to drive a lap without a front wing? I hope that would be so funny. As Rudy is now past Scholesy, meaning that Scholesey's chances of P2 in this race just fell yet again. He locks up for good measure. Is Rudy on mediums? I can't remember. Rudy is on mediums. Rudy is on mediums. Ardio is loving this one. He's moved himself up into P6 ahead of Tambi and Ladamala. He must be so happy with himself. What a performance today from the league owner. And Ladamala retires! No, you shouldn't have done that. You were like 15 seconds ahead of Wilt. You still could have got 1 point. And he's left the session very unhappy with himself. This moves AI Polhui up into 11th place. One more retirement and that man will score points. He's 10 seconds behind the next car, or Wilt though. Polhui is begging Wilt down in the comment section here. There's some yellow flags. Who's it for? Oh, it's Ladamala's broken car. Wilt coming up to the back of well, he's not really, is he? But let's make something exciting. Actually, if you want something exciting, let's look at this one. As Tambi gets back past RDO. Let's look, rush down to the line. Who is going to claim second place as Hyped Shoals wins the race? Who's going to claim second place? Is it going to be Hugh Sam or Rudy? How close was that as they made contact over the line? 17th thousandths of a second between them, but Hugh Sam does take the position over Rudy. 4th place is Scalesy and 5th is Joe. This is Merck's best result of the season. 6th will be Tambi just about as RDO crosses in 7th and Boomer claims 8th. Wilt now in 9th, overtaking Kenny. I said he was coming up to the back of him. I didn't quite believe myself, but he's come up to the back of him and he's overtaken him. Wilt will claim B9 in this race. No, he won't. He will. Just. How close was that? How? We had 3 side-by-side finishes there. How close was that? Who even came 9th? I don't even know who came 9th. Wilt came 9th. Yeah, and finally, Hyped gets his win that he's deserved multiple times this season and not quite got due to some pretty bad luck. Fastest lap of the race goes to Wilt in the end, so he's going to pick up 3 points from that. Now, we would also like to say rest in peace to AI Polhui, coming 11th place in this race. It is not what he deserved, but it's what he's got. Clearly Stan drove for Hugh Sam. Maybe. Maybe. Both bands. Separated by 1,000th of a second. Yeah, just come and look at this. Well, not the penalties. How close is that? It's not really. He had penalties, but if you take 3 seconds off of his race time, it's very close. So wow, that was a good race. Enjoyed commentating that one. 2 safety cars, so gotta say well done Baku twice. I've said it more than twice though this stream. Let's be honest. So MVP AI Polhui, driver of the season. Justice for AI Polhui. Driver of the day is clearly AI Polhui. It's Lando bot all over again, Jesus Christ, lads. Um, so thank you all for joining me on this very, very entertaining race. Hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did, because I definitely enjoyed it. Probably pity points. 26 of them, right? Anyway, so I would advise you all to check out the Tier 2 stream, which is still going on. I don't know what lap they're on. Yeah, Tier 2's on lap 25, so if you all go over there quickly, you can catch the end of that race. Tier 3 will be running Sunday at the same time, 8 PM UK time. And of course, the sprint race, as always, will be Tuesday at 8 PM UK time. So I'm sure you should go and tune in for any of those. They are usually quite exciting. Thank you all for joining me today. We will be... Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out the championship because I didn't do that at the beginning. Shh. So... Actually, I'll just read the championship at the start of the next race because it won't be updated yet. I'll do that. So everyone go to Tier 2. Rossi already has. McLaren boys. First and third. Currently the leader is Simba as we go on to the last lap, but it's very close. It looks like they might have just come out of a safety car recently. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a good day and goodbye.